Welcome everyone in this new live development video about building an auto battle game. In this video I hope we're going to get to finish all the logic about the multiplayer lobby, because it's been quite a high number of videos that we are working on this, and it's starting to turn into another multiplayer lobby tutorial video series, and I already built recorded two of them, so I can assure you I'm as bored as you of building always the same type of thing, multiplayer lobbies. So we're gonna make it so we work on our team ID now, and it's gonna work right away, I'm sure of it. So how are we gonna do this? I guess the game states, the out game state or the game state is gonna take care of this. Record player states, we didn't put that in here, but I guess the out game state has to take care of it, because we're gonna assign teams here and we're gonna retrieve them in the in-game state, so I think we don't want to do that in the game state. So I think that's gonna be it. So in the out game state, we want to open that up. On player join, we want to get, I guess what we want to do is to get the online players, get the length +1, and we want to assign that, we want to set team ID of that player to that number. So that's what we want to do, and we're gonna open up our player state and make that variable rep notify. We want to open that up. We want to create a new event dispatcher, dispatch on team changed, like this, and it's gonna be an integer, a new team, and it's gonna call that dispatcher. We're gonna refresh all nodes, bind that, like this, and the player entry, and we're gonna base off the team color, base off the team ID. We won't be doing the logic for the team color picker. I actually don't want the team color picker anymore. Button color picker, when we click that, we are currently telling our team color picker to be visible. We don't want that. We won't care about that for now, actually for the rest of the series. So we want to get rid of the team color picker, like this. I don't want that, and I also don't want that selector team ID, and I don't want that size box. I just want a text. We won't be able to modify this, but it doesn't matter. We want to put that text here. On the right, we want to write 0 by default. So yeah, we have never set player team. We want to get rid of that for now, because we're gonna reuse it real quick. We want to add a little bit of padding. Yeah, we're just gonna do this for now. We're gonna promote that text team like this, and the lobby player entry is gonna bind itself to the team, assign on team changed, and we don't want to assign like this. We want to create set team once more, so we just deleted it to recreate it, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna take an integer as parameter, new team, like this, and we want to be calling that event in here, set team. And what do we want to do here? We want to grab our text team and set text to that value, like this. And if we are hitting play, create game, we have 0, and we have 0, and we have 0. So it didn't work. So our game state, our out game states, when a player joins, we are setting that. And then in the player state, when this is being modified, we are calling on team changed. So where is it failing to work? I'm wondering. So is the hello world. Yeah, we get twice. We're gonna open up our game instance and tell it that we are in multiplayer. Hit play. So we are receiving these informations, but I guess they are, I guess it says 0, 2, 4. Quite strange actually. So we are supposed to see stuff in here. Hello world, and we are, but it's not giving the right. Oh yeah, okay. That's because we already have the values. So we want to set team as well in here. Get team ID, pull that here, hit play. 2, 3, 4. That's quite strange. Maybe this doesn't trigger before we're gonna add a sequence there. We're gonna do this and do that. Yeah, so only the server is gonna do this as well. Two, three, four, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So I'm wondering why, if I do this, yeah, okay, obviously. So this is the server. If I check that box, yeah, the server is gonna be ready. I'm player 3, so player 3 is ready. Okay, so it seems to be working fine. It seems to be working fine if we do this. But I guess we won't be doing this like this. I think well, I guess we can't be doing this like that for now, because nothing else is gonna modify that value. Well, I guess yes, something is, if we leave the game on player left, we want to reorder every other players in the game. So we want to add a sequence. We want to grab our online player, we want to loop through them, and we want to set their team to the array index +1, I guess. +1, and we're gonna see if it works, if player leaves. So I think it's gonna work. So if we return, yeah, it doesn't work because we are in multiplayer by default. So if we're not in multiplayer by default, so we have way too many print string, and it's getting boring. So we're gonna get rid of them. Where else do we have them? I guess I think in the lobby player entry set team, we want to get rid of hello world. We want to create a game on team 1. I don't want to create a game here, I want to find one. I'm on team 2, and I'm on team 3, and if that player leaves, I'm team 1 and 2, team... Oh, we have an error here. We want to find games 1, 2 and 2, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I guess I know where the problem comes from. We didn't add an authority check here, and we should have, because the client's never supposed to modify that value. So we're gonna hit compile, hit play, retry our logic. We don't want to create, we want to find. So I'm team 1, I'm team 2, and I'm team 3. If team 2 leaves, we have team 1 and 2 and team 1 and 2. We can find games, and that guy is gonna leave and he's gonna find games. I'm gonna join. I'm team 2 and I'm team 3. Yep. Doing this one more time so we could see it updated instantly. Find games. Rejoin. So I guess that's it. So team is working. We just have to add some kind of logic for the team color, and for now we're just gonna make it so we're gonna call the team color change separately. We're not gonna make it replicated. On team color change, modify player status is never being called, I guess, anymore. So we're just gonna get rid of that. And on value change, is it being called or still? So I think on value change, bind to player state. I think we want to get rid of this. Actually, we want to bind ourselves to the fact that it switches team. But we are doing this in the player entry, and I think we don't want that. In here, yeah, we don't want to bind ourselves here. Yeah, I guess we want to do this elsewhere. So we want to compile, we want to go back to player entry, delete the player, delete that, paste that in here. Okay, we're not gonna paste that in here. We're gonna bind ourselves to the team event on team changed like this, and we're gonna get rid of the set team. We're gonna cut that, delete the set team, compile, go back to the event graph. Okay, we're good with this. We're gonna create a new variable function here, set team, which is gonna take an integer as parameter, new team like this, and we want to bind ourselves to that event, set team, and then we want to override that event in our player entry, set team like this. And where else was it used? On player join, we are binding ourselves to the fact that it changes. The game state is binding itself to the fact that it changes value. We're not gonna do this anymore. And then we can delete that event in the player state on value changed like this. And we can go to the on team color change and add a new dispatcher, dispatch on team color changed like this. And we can call this, have a new linear color there, new color. And for now we're just gonna base off that color based off a random variable, which is gonna be located like maybe in the game state. In the game state we're gonna create a new variable, team colors. We're gonna get rid of the U, and this is gonna be a map of integer and linear colors. So it's gonna be static. Hit compile and add a bunch of them. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 8. Maybe we already created something like this. It reminds me of something. Color lobby player entry, yeah, team color entry, I guess it was team color picker, allowed colors. This was, we were using this. We're gonna copy this. We're gonna go back to the game state, make that an array of linear colors like this, and paste this here. Oh, we cannot, can we? Linear array of linear colors. Yeah, we can. We had to compile, and then we just need to do something like get colors, get a copy. We want to grab our team ID -1 like this, and the team color, I think we want to get rid of that folder. So it's gonna force delete, so it's gonna close everything. We're just gonna close them by hand, just not to stress the editor. So can we delete that? We can. So we just built the logic to show the color. We just have to retrieve that logic in the player entry. So who's gonna bind itself? This one is gonna bind itself. Set color, linear color. So when we bind ourselves, we are also gonna bind ourselves to the fact that it switched color. Create event, set color, compile, go back to lobby player entry, and we want to override that. When we set the color, we actually want to grab our color picker and set its color and opacity to that color. And we should have, so it should switch. So I'm white, Walter White from Breaking Bad. I'm still white, and everybody's white. We're just gonna make it so the first color is not white, so we see if it starts working right away. So this is gonna be red, and this is gonna be white, for instance. Actually, I want like red first, then blue. Actually, I just want red below, yeah, like this. So like this. So maybe it's just because this has already been called. Oh, actually it's never been called. We're never setting the color of the player. So if we open back our player state, we are actually never calling on team color changed. That function. And I think we just want to be calling that on a rep of the team ID. Values on team color change like this. So we are still white, and I'm wondering why. Is it being called? Called. Hello world. Hello world. So it's called once, and it's called on the server. But it's not working. So why is it not? We're just gonna plug that in here. We're gonna look for them and get rid of any others. Okay, we don't have any others. 1 2 3 1 2 3. When I create a game, the server should be 1, so it should be red. So I'm not sure why it's not. Get game set ref. It should give us the 0 there. Yeah, we can print colors. Okay, so it's working. It's actually working. It's just our set color, which is not working. Set color and opacity on the button is not working. We should, yeah. I already fall into that trick. Background color, and it's gonna work right away. Yeah, I'm red. I'm gonna be blue. Yeah, but it doesn't update the team of the guy which was there previously. So it should be updating that. Oh yeah, it was. Was it? We're just gonna tell the game that we are in the game instance multiplayer just to see how it behaves. So yeah, sometimes it fails to receive that event, so I think I know why. We just have to be calling set team when we actually bind to player state. We want to set team here to the value of the team of our player state. Team ID like this, and we want to grab our player state and put this here just to remove the amount of wires all the way. Yeah, it was being called, but not the so not the team color. So it's starting to get a bit messy, but actually not at all. We need to be calling set color in here. It's the same way we are actually initializing the value if they are already there. So I'm black actually. Oh yeah, and we're gonna have accessed. I thought we were gonna have a wrong access to an array. Map property, current array property. Yeah, that's not the issue here. So we didn't have errors, but it's black. How does it behave if I do it this way? It's black as well. So the guy already there are black. So that's the base color. I guess we need to do it the proper way. So this is gonna be rep notify the team color. On team change, on team color change, we want to be calling this in here. Team color like this. My bad. Team ID. So on team color change, we actually want to get rid of this. Yeah, we don't want to do that. We want to do that. If we hit compile, it's gonna throw an error because on rep team ID, we don't want to do this. Yeah, well, I guess the server wants to set the team color to this. So it's gonna call this. If we hit play, nothing is working anymore. We are all black and the server says 0 everywhere. Oh yeah, okay, I know why. Because we are setting the team color of the player somewhere we shouldn't be. I guess not. Why do we have an error there? So we are setting the team ID. So the game state is actually setting the team ID. Could not find a function on rep team ID. Okay, so there was an error there. If we hit compile, everything works. That's quite strange. So we're just gonna make it so we're not in multiplayer by default. We're gonna create a game. So I'm red and I'm gonna be blue. Oh yeah, I'm blue. Okay, fine. And I'm red. Okay, fine, fine. And that guy is gonna leave. So now we have a red and a blue. I'm gonna find, so the blue is 2. Yeah, he is. So I'm green. The blue is gonna leave. I'm gonna turn blue. Yep. Yep. Okay, so that's working fine, I guess. So we have a team ID. We have a team color. We just need to package to see if it behaves the same way in packaged mode. And I think it's gonna behave the same way because we did it properly. We are binding ourselves to the modification of the properties, and we are properly initializing the properties if they have been set before we bind ourselves. So in standalone mode it should be working fine, I guess, because loading times are quite shorter in package mode, so you have discrepancies in the initialization order between PIE and standalone or package mode. So that's why we need to package, and I guess it's gonna work right away. And I think we're almost gonna be ready for, not almost, I think we're gonna be ready to switch, to move on from the multiplayer lobby to some stuff more exciting. So we're gonna open this up, press O, like this. We're gonna move that down. So bottom is gonna be server, it's gonna create a game, is red. We're gonna find games, we're gonna join, we're blue, we're green, and we have other guys. So the green is gonna leave and is gonna rejoin. Actually I should have left with the blue, my bad. So if the blue leaves, the green should become blue. Yep. And we're just gonna check if ready works as well, like this. So that guy is ready, so that the green is ready. The red is ready as well, so is ready, and the blue is ready. So the game is gonna start, but the red is not ready. So the game is not gonna start anymore, but the red is ready. So the game is gonna start. Okay, so it kinda worked. Actually, we can say it worked. So we're just gonna quit. And we're gonna save it all and wrap that video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.